Phrasing. Okay. Such sweet, loving dogs. If you don't want to mess with them, they are guard dogs, but you don't want to mess with them. They are guard dogs by nature. Bull Mastiff. Let's go. Bull Mastiffs? I'm down for some Bull Mastiffs. RX says, yeah, Shepherds are great protectors. They catch everything. But you have too many people who come and visit comfortably to do that. That's right. We have a lot of people in and out of our house. A lot. Between friends and family and facilitators and all of the kids' therapies, there's a lot of people in and out of this house. Especially with two autistic kids. Again, a shepherd needs a lot of training. My parents' shepherd, who knew me intermittently as a puppy, even sleeping and whining out my room to play with her, now sometimes snaps at me with little constant warning at when triggered. She tolerates my presence but doesn't allow me to do what she allows my parents to do. That's true. That's a good point. That's a very good point. That is a very good point. Yeah. So Malin would be the one to train the dog. And when we got Lana, he devoted so much time to Lana. And for the most part, she's trained very, very well. Except for eating sippy cups. We can't control that. You're right. I like this idea. We'll definitely have a conversation with Malin. I like the idea of getting a German Shepherd. I'm okay with getting the idea of a German Shepherd, but you're right. Especially with two autistic kids, we have to be very, very sure of what we're getting into, and Malin will have to cut out a lot of other stuff in his life to make time to train. Because you're right. If we're bringing that dog with that kind of inborn temperament, we have to make sure that is honed to work well for Lena. I love the idea of Lena having a protector dog. I just don't want that dog to get put down because it was a little too protective. And Lena being the way she is, yeah. Yeah. I love the idea of Lena having a wolf to protect her, though. That's kind of hilarious. Mamak says it's funny, though, because this woman before the shepherd only had pugs. To go from a silly puggy wuggies to a giant gangly super serious guard dog is quite a jump. Yeah. We're doing something similar. We're going from a giant cat, derpy thing that got its ass kicked by a fucking rabbit to a German Shepherd is a really big jump. I don't know if I'm ready for that jump. Again, Malin's the one who will be training the dog, so I will let him have the final say of what we get. But I mean, I get a fair amount of say in what the dog is because I'm the one earning it. I'm the one working for it. I'm okay with the German Shepherd, but he really needs to know what he's getting into. And yeah, if we ever have to choose between a dog and our kids, we're going to choose our kids, obviously. So if the dog is a danger to the kids, then, we'll have to rehome it. But fucking get a Golden. Goldens are so easy. They're like half trained from birth. They're just eager to please. It's funny, yeah, Hedgie says, any dog is protective in the right situation. If someone attacked one of your kids in front of Lana, I'm pretty sure she'd attack. That's interesting. The interesting thing, so Lana is protective, but not in an aggressive way. So I told this story before, but one time we had a really big thunderstorm that rolled in, and I looked everywhere for Lana. I couldn't find her anywhere in the house. I was like, she couldn't run away. I know all the doors are shut and she's in the house. I couldn't find Lana. This was when Jace was a baby. And finally I was like, I was walking around the house and I looked and I saw Jace's nursery door was slightly cracked open. I usually shut it all the way, but I must have not, and it was slightly cracked open. I was like, so I go in. Lana was guarding Jace's crib. She was scared of the thunder, and so she immediately went to Jace's crib. And she never goes in the nursery. That's not one of the rooms she ever goes into. She heard the thunder and immediately went to Jace's room to protect him. And even to this day, if there's thunder going off, she usually goes, not to Lena, she usually goes to Jace to protect him. She's very protective, but not in an aggressive way. She just wanted to be next to him. So that was super sweet. Downers is a form of Dimension dog. I did not know that, Paxi. I've never heard of that before. I don't think Lana, Hedgie, I don't think Lana's capable of attacking. I don't think she's borderline mental condition passive. They're passive dogs, then there's my dog. My